What up, everybody? Fat Surfer here, checking out Longboards in Tamarindo, best barbecue around. We're here in the kitchen with Brian, Smoke Master.
This is the smoker.
What do we got on here, Brian?
Got brisket, chicken, and pork ribs. And there's some fish down here. All this is, I don't know, what is all this? We got chicken, there's some brisket right there, and then the rest is all ribs.
Woo! Now ribs, that's something that's not so common down here in Costa Rica.
It's not. We do a country style rib. We take the whole rib and cut it ourselves so we can control how big our portions are. We go about 2 pounds a piece.
2-pound ribs.
2-pound ribs.
Woo!
They are fantastic. They're not something you will find everywhere, but they're very, very good. So people seem to like them. We sell out of them every day. Doesn't matter how many we do. This is our pulled pork. Unfortunately, we do not have the space to do it fresh, but this is a day old. It was smoked yesterday, and then we serve it today. We do 5-ounce portions, so a little over 1/4 pound. Steam it up, get it hot. Got the bun toasted, a little butter on there. You grab a basket. Pork's fantastic. It smokes for 15 hours. We use pork butts, and then we also use the trimmings of the ribs that we do. So we get a little rib meat and a little pork butt meat. Makes it fantastic.
What kind of wood are you using?
We use Nice Pro and Nancy Dick. It's hot now. We're gonna put it on that bun that we toasted up. And we're gonna throw a little tropical coleslaw on this. And the tropical coleslaw is cabbage, mango, pineapple, onions, and chili dulces. Instead of a mayonnaise-based dressing, it is a balsamic vinegar-based dressing. It's fantastic. It's probably the only place in the world to get anything like it. So that's our pulled pork sandwich. Top it off with the bun. Good to go. Remember, ring the bell, possibly. It's Costa Rican bell, so it doesn't always work. Alright, so this is our onion rings. We fresh cut onions, and people like to ask me all the time what type of onions we use. We use onions, because that's the only kind they have down here. There's not a whole lot of variety. Got some flour here, and I'm going to take our onion seasoning mix. It's salt, pepper, and a few other things, and sprinkle a little bit in there. Don't need a whole lot. This is just regular milk. If you're doing this in the States, you probably use buttermilk, but I don't know.
What kind of milk do you use? Milk!
Milk! It's the only type of milk they have. It's milk. It's the carton milk that can sit on a shelf for a year. We're just going to toss these a couple of times. Do it twice. Drop the basket so we don't burn ourselves when we're dropping them in there. Which I still occasionally do. It's a good time.
Nothing says love like some third-degree burns.
That's right. And all the food here is made with love. A lot of love. Some lust also. Mostly love. So we're going to take them, shake them off a little bit, drop them in there. Go for about 2 minutes, give or take. Alright, so we're going to take them now, they're cooked, nice and crunchy, throw them in here. There's a little bit of residual salt in there from fries and whatnot, but we're not going to salt them. We're just going to take them, throw them in the basket, get rid of that one, that one very good. And those are onion rings. We'll let the man behind the camera try them to see if they're any good.
Woo! Would burn my face here a little.
They're a little hot.
Show you some love. That seasoning mix is really what's killing these onion rings. These are amazing. Perfectly seasoned. Perfectly seasoned. Now what I really hear everybody always raving about is the different kind of fries here. Brian isn't using potatoes, because what kind of potatoes do we have? Potatoes. They don't mash, they don't fry right. I mean, you'd have to have refrigerators full of half-cooked fries. It just doesn't work. So what Brian's done is he has taken some of the local root vegetables, and he's kind of one-upped them a little. What do we have here?
All right, we got yucca chips. These are yucca. Show you a whole one. All right, this is a yucca. It's a root plant. Kind of similar, I think they're similar to potato, a little more starchy, a little sweeter. Now it's a yucca. And what we do is we take them, peel them down, and then use a mandolin and slice them up like Ruffles potato chips. This one guy, who I met yesterday, said they're yuckles.
Yuffles. That would be a yucca ruffle.
That's right. Drop those in there. And then these are camotes. Camotes are very similar to a sweet potato, but they're not quite as sweet. They don't have as much sugar in them, and they're a little starchier, kind of like a water chestnut, I guess. And those look like this. That's a camote. And then there's two different colors of the camotes. There's obviously orange ones and kind of a white one. And you don't know until you cut them open what color they're going to be. So we'll drop those in there. The yuccas go for about 1.5 minutes, and then the camotes go for about 3.5 minutes. Alright, these are the yuccas. Try to cook them to right before they get super crispy, because if you cook them too long, they get really, really hard. This is our French fry mix, it's just salt and sugar.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good stuff, a little different. Yucca chips, here's the camotes. Try one of these. These are my favorite, man. These are fantastic. These are a little roughly kind of action. They go really good with all our barbecue sauces.
Oh, I bet. I'm gonna have to start spreading, smearing some barbecue sauce all over my face. Good consistency, crisp and yet not overly crispy, crunchily. They're not a potato chip. They're still a little bit different. I really like these. I've tried cooking yucca myself, and it's not an easy thing to do. I'm really impressed with how you've done these.
A lot of luck, man. A lot of luck.
Now these, I had some of these yesterday. I hate sweet potatoes. Absolutely hate sweet potatoes. And these fries, I'm in love with.
Pulling the fish now that we use for the Tam-style fish tacos, which is a smoked sea bass. We get our sea bass in fillets. We throw a little bit of our rub on there, and our rub consists of brown sugar, onion powder, garlic powder, cumin, and a few other things. And it's a pretty basic rub. And this sea bass has been smoking for about 2 hours. I go anywhere from 2 hours to 3 hours.
And what temperature are you doing everything at?
Our smoker sits between 225 and 250. If I could keep it at 230 all the time, that's what I would try to do. But with this type of smoker, kind of hard. But it's pretty consistent, never over 250. And I'll let you try this because I have had a ton of this and I love it. But
really good. It's still fluffy, juicy. It's amazing that that's been smoking as long as it has. It's still got so much of the flavor of the fish. It's not overwhelmed by the smoke. Very, very, very good.
This is our brisket sandwich. This is also 5 ounces. Cut that. This was smoked yesterday and cut this morning. Put a little bit of butter on here because the brisket down here doesn't have a lot of fat on it, so we try to keep it as moist as possible. We're going to make tacos out of this. A couple of tortillas, get them on here. They get nice and hot. Take a little bit of avocado, do a slice on each one. Alright, this is the brisket. Chopped it up a little bit. Let the man behind the camera give it a go, see what he thinks.
good. You did manage to keep it moist. I haven't had brisket in this country yet. This is my first try. Very good.
We're gonna throw a little bit of tropical coleslaw on these. This is the mango pineapple slaw with the balsamic vinegar dressing. Then a couple of slices of avocado. And this stuff, the brisket smokes for about 12 to 14 hours, depending on the piece. And it is pretty tasty by the time it's all done. So that's our tacos. Fantastic, man. One of my favorite things to eat here.
I'm about to try the full combo. Beef brisket taco. Fat Surfer here, Fat Surfer TV. Loving life, loving my job. The tropical coleslaw is absolutely money. A great compliment to this really, really flavorful and juicy brisket.
Alright, so this is do a rib now, I guess. There are pork ribs. They've been going for about 7 hours. Take them off here. Down there.
Look at that monster. Ribs as big as your face.
Heat it up with a little of our regular barbecue sauce. And flip this over and let it char up. Give it a couple of minutes there.
Gotta love that sound. Pork back.
Alright, so here's the rib. It's been on there for about 5 minutes. It's nice and crispy on top. Throw that on the plate. Alright, takes the whole plate. Barely get anything else on there. And with that, we've got a little regular coleslaw, which is coleslaw like anywhere in the world. Carrots, mayonnaise, cabbage, and our baked beans that we made from scratch. And then we've got a little bun on there. The only place in Costa Rica where you get bread with your food. Alright, so we got the regular barbecue, a sweet Texas barbecue, and a Carolina hot vinegar sauce. The Carolina hot vinegar sauce is really good on pork. This is my favorite sauce. The regular is kind of a cross between a tomato base and a vinegar based sauce. Kind of a little spicy. I'm gonna let the man try them out.
We're gonna do a little finger tasting here. I'm gonna pass the camera duties over here. Surfer TV, hamburger heaven, and pulled pork madness here at Longboards in Tamarindo. Only place you find a barbecue like this in Costa Rica.